I have all the episodes of Uninformed you did with the Teen Idol sensation on my phone and listen to them every day. But on to my dilemma. I'm 18 and work at the finish line at the mall, and my boss is a complete dick. Of course he is, because he's managing a finish line at the mall. You're 18. You got your whole life ahead of you. He probably married the wrong person. He's starting to go bald. He's standing there wearing that referee uniform, going, hey, what did I tell you about the Chuck Taylors? You know, I thought I told you to stalk them up in the back. Whatever the hell they say. Don't you just want to choke him with his whistle? Do they make you wear whistles there? Or is that athlete's foot? Or is that the Foot Locker? I don't know. Actually, you know something? I have like the worst collection of dirty white boy sneakers you're ever going to see in your life. Every time I look at my sneaker collection, I picture, you know, Keith Robinson or Patrice, if he was still alive. God damn it. Just trashing me. You know what's funny about how much I miss Patrice is the amount of times is when I miss that guy. All right, douche boss. Where are we here? At the finish line, he is one of those guys who, okay, his boss is a complete dick. All right, he says he's one of those guys who got bullied all through high school and now actually has some control and takes it out on me and the other employees. How did you figure that out? Is that you just like psychologically breaking the guy down? I have to tell you something. There's nothing worse than watching somebody abuse their position of power, however small it is. You know, like this guy right here has no right getting mad at like an athlete who goes around being a dick, because it's like, dude, you're doing the exact same thing. You just can't run a 440. But your head space is the exact same place as some, you know, egomaniac fucking athlete. You just suck at sports, so you sell the gear to people to go play sports. Anyways, he says he even steals out of the register at work and holds the special release shoes for him and his friends. He's 30 years old and tries to fuck the 16 and 17-year-olds who work there. Oh, my God. This guy's a character right out of the movies. You know, I worked with a guy like this. I used to work in a restaurant a long time ago. Sorry, I'm trying to get the Czech cereal out of my throat. I used to work with this guy, and basically, like, 4 or 5 of these guys bought into a restaurant. And the one guy who's going to be there every day, who's always the guy who ends up stealing, the silent partners always get fucked. His buy-in was he had all the equipment for the kitchen. So he I don't know, he had some other failed restaurant. He got all the equipment. But anyways, this guy was a cokehead. He used to steal out of the register. He used to fucking try to bang the, not the maitre d', the fucking maitre d's, whatever, the fucking chick who sits you down, the hot one, you know, who dresses classy, that skirt fucking going right over her shapely ass. Yeah, he used to try to fucking bang them all the goddamn time. And when they wouldn't give it up, they'd get fired, and then he'd be bringing a new one. And if that one ended up banging him, then she stuck around. It was brutal. So anyways, he goes, he harasses me and others, calling our phones repeatedly, telling us to come in on our days off, and leaves voicemails saying we are ignoring him. Jesus Christ, it's my fucking day off. Anyways, he goes, recently he got the only cool manager fired because he said he was stealing. I don't really need this job, but would like to keep working here, but don't know how much longer I can take this. Any advice on what I should do would be appreciated. Sorry for it being so long. Go fuck yourself. It wasn't long at all. It just sounded long the way I read. Well, if you don't need the job, then I would quit. But what I wouldn't do is I wouldn't leave on bad terms. I don't know. Is it really going to matter? It's not like when you're 30, if you're looking for a new job, you're going to put on your resume, I worked at the finish line. Because at that point, you're going to be into a career. I don't know. You say, I don't really need this job, but would like to keep working here, but don't know how. Oh, so basically you're saying you like having walk-around money. Well, I would just get another job. Just get another job. Start the process of getting the fuck out of there. Like, nothing you're going to say to that guy is going to change that guy, and all that guy can do is kind of make your life difficult if you're trying to get another job at this point in your life, just know that, like, he's at the tip of the iceberg of the awful life that he's going to be living. The way he's setting the table, you don't need to do anything to him because he's going to do it to himself. And it would really be bad if this guy was just such a negative force that you somehow got sucked into it. I know you probably fantasized about punching him in the face or telling the guy to go fuck himself, and then the girl that you have the crush on at the finish line walks out arm in arm with you guys, and you start your own sneaker store right across, and you watch him get fired. I know you've probably played that fantasy out in your head 100 times, but I would just get another job. Sound like you don't mind working? You're not afraid of working? You like having the money, but you just can't deal with this douche. So this is a great life lesson. You do not need to be surrounded by douches. You have the power. It's your fucking life. He's always going to be a douche. Just walk out of his life. Just be like, yeah, I don't need to be around this guy. And then one day when you run into him, after you get another job, hey, how come you left? And just be, because, I don't know, dude, you were just, and don't curse at him or anything, because then it gives him an excuse to not see himself. And just be like, I don't know, man. You just kind of creep me out the way you were always hitting on girls who were like 16 and 17 years old. I mean, if that's what you want to do, I mean, that's cool. But, I'm just kind of not into that. So you have yourself a nice evening. You just walk away from them. Maybe it'll work out like that. I have no idea. But I'd try and get yourself another job. All right? There you go. That's my advice. All right. Here's another next one. Multiple fuck buddies gone wrong. You know what, dude? Just the fact that you had multiple fuck buddies, it's still a win. You know what I mean? It's still a win. You made the playoffs. Hey, Billy Boy, first time, long time. I'm going to get right into it. All right. Last weekend, I got a text from a former fuck buddy who found out that I had slept with their friend before we started hooking up. Oh, you know what? Go fuck yourself. All right, you're crushing ass all over the place. You don't need my advice. I probably need advice from you. That's a secret goal of a certain percentage of guys is like, what if I can fuck her and all of her friends before they all figure it out? You know what I mean? It's sort of like an action movie with your dick. And can I stick it in all of them before the bomb goes off? And can I get out of town like fucking De Niro in Heat when I see all of them coming up with the how dare you? Haven't you ever fantasized about doing that and you were so good that as mad as they were, they all reminisced about how great you were, and then all four of them come over and be like, we'll all fuck you at the same time. If you haven't had that fantasy, God bless you, because you're evidently a way more decent a human being than I am. So anyways, with that, here we go. He goes, she sends me... Anyway, let me just refresh your memory here. Last weekend, I got a text from a former fuck buddy who found out that I had slept with her friend before we started hooking up. She sends me a pretty heated 2-page text about how much of a dog and douchebag I am for sleeping with her friend, then fucking her the same weekend. Yeah, dude, you're a legend. You're a fucking legend. Dude, all you can do is just stand there with your hand at your sides, take the slap to the face, and just know that, yeah, you're a hero. Dude, you banged her friend and her in the same weekend, and you don't front a successful band. I mean, that's my hats off to you, sir. Hats off to you. Anyways, he goes, now in reality, I had slept with the friend in late May, and then starting hooking up with the fuck buddy in early September. Oh, okay, so she tried to make it more dramatic. That's still great, dude. You seamlessly made the shift over the summer. You're still a hero. Anyways, he goes, to go into a little more detail, the fuck buddy had gone on several dates and fucked once I had gone on several dates with her and fucked once 3 years prior when we were both at college. But then shortly after, she lost interest, and we remained as friends for the next few years. When I say friends, I mean the occasional text and seeing each other maybe 3 or 4 times. All right, so what is her fucking problem? What is the rule? Shouldn't the second one be mad at you because you fucked the other one first? I'll never understand. I'll never understand what. Can any female, if you're still listening at this point, if I have any female listeners at this point, can you explain to me why that makes you mad? You know, because I don't know. There was always that girl that, like, you know, when I was growing up, like, I can't say me because I wasn't getting anything. I didn't get anything in high school. Big fucking goose egg. My pussy getting career in high school, I was like the first year the Tampa Bay Buccaneers came in the league and went winless.